Jeremiah Hughes.
Hey guys, keep it going for the comics we just saw tonight, huh? Yeah. I never get good advice. I'm just going to go right into this. Just the other day, I'm a little upset about this. Someone gave me some really bad advice. They were like, Jeremiah, you need to burn sage, man, because it's super good luck when you burn sage. But he did not bother to tell me that burning sage I owned myself was really bad luck. And I learned that too late when my cat died, guys. Yeah. So rest in peace, Sage. I'm going to miss her. Had to throw out those oven mitts. They were useless after that. Okay, that was gross. Sorry, guys. A little about myself off the top of the set, just so you guys know what type of guy I am. I'm a boob guy. I'm into big boobs. That's fun. I love them. One thing I love about them is that my girlfriend has big boobs. That's really fun. But one thing she says about them is big boobs, bad back. She says that her big boobs hurt her back all the time, which I think is a little weird to say because I couldn't come up here and be like, I threw out my hip again, guys. Huge cock, you know? So. My girlfriend's a great lady. She really enjoys the bedroom time that I get to spend with her, and she likes her sex like she likes her food, spicy. But just like the food, the sex, it leaves my ass hurting in the morning, guys. I was born and raised in a little town called Aberdeen, Washington. I don't know if anyone knows where that is, but it's a little rough and tumble town. I knew that even as a kid it was down and out because I was robbed at needlepoint a lot. But Aberdeen was recently voted ugliest city in Washington, so I got that going for me. I knew that growing up that it was the ugliest city in Washington, though, because I was the hottest kid in school, so that's a problem. Anybody that knows Aberdeen, though, they know it because of Kurt Cobain and Nirvana, right? That's the only thing we really have going for us. That and fentanyl, actually, but, you know. I don't think it's a coincidence people think of Kurt Cobain when they think of Aberdeen, though, because they have a lot in common. Like, they started out depressing for a little while, and they developed a drug problem. And now they're both dead as fuck, guys, so. But I had a lot of different jobs in Aberdeen. I think my favorite job was I worked at a daycare, and it taught me a lot about kids because I don't have kids. I really value the information it taught me. I learned two main things about kids. Like, there's kids that hate getting dizzy, and there are kids that fucking love getting dizzy. Whereas I fondly nicknamed them the future alcoholics of America. Just like regular alcoholics, they don't really know when enough is enough. So I'll be getting them dizzy, I'm playing Kids Bop. It's like a little kid nightclub in there. You know, I get to teach them a life lesson too, because some of them, like I said, they don't know when enough is enough, so I'm gonna be like, Billy, we puked twice, we bit Mary, we keep going, we're gonna black out, buddy. Now take my advice, because if we keep going, we're gonna shit our pants and get arrested, all right, little buddy? I was fired from that job. Not for like hitting them or anything. They fired me for smoking weed. And I was trying to get out of it. I was like, boss, do you know these kids are drunk? So double me getting fired. I do stupid things all the time. I live recklessly, and I really proved it because I got the cheapest LASIK I could find done. And that really backfired. There were a couple red flags right away. Like, for example, the first thing the surgeon said to me was he offered me a prayer. Yeah, that was concerning. He was literally like, sir, I offer elective prayers before the surgery. Would you like me to pray for you today? I was like, what the fuck did you just say? Have more faith in yourself. The second red flag was what I noticed right when I laid eyes on my LASIK eye surgeon, because he was wearing glasses. That is the blind leading the blind. I didn't feel good at all. I didn't feel good enough to even take the prayer, and I really should have, because my eyes turned out just as bad. That's the last time I get LASIK done in a church in Aberdeen, guys. I've never been a bright guy. You know, I failed like every test I've been given, like school tests or driving tests or drug tests, whatever. I figured I'd get a blood test done because I can't fail a blood test. I have blood. Check, dude. Well, I failed a blood test too. I got a call from the health department like 2 days later, and I tested positive for hepatitis C. Don't judge me, come on. I'm trying to be vulnerable with you guys. She laughed at that. She's like, fucking knew it. I know where Aberdeen is, dude. I made a doctor's appointment as quick as American medicine would get me in. So like 6 months later, I'm seeing my doctor. And he was amazed at the results. He was like, wow, Jeremiah, you tested positive for Hep C, but it actually, you have the antibodies. Your immune system's so strong it fought it off. It's like you have a vaccine that doesn't exist. And I'm sure some of you were wondering why I'm telling you this tonight. And it's so that you know two things. One, the gunners of Aberdeen are good for something. And two, I will be selling hepatitis C vaccines after the show. One little prick from this needle, you will be invincible. I recently got a new phone number, and the person that had the phone number before me died, which was really awkward. I was getting texts and calls for a dead person. I didn't know what to do when the mom texted me. She was like, honey, I can't bear to delete this phone number. I miss you, I love you, fly high, mom. And I didn't know what to say to a text like that, but I figured out immediately what I should not have said to a text like that. Because I just responded, love you too, mom. And she was pissed, guys. I had no choice but to ghost her like her dead daughter after that. Some people don't like that joke, like Jeremiah, that's punching down. I know, 6 feet down, guys, so. I'm on social media too much, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I came across this trend just the other day called vabbing, and I don't know if anyone's familiar with it, but just so everyone's on the same page, vabbing stands for vagina dabbing. And what ladies will do is when they go out to get a fella from the nightclub, they'll take their fingers, they'll put them in their vagina. I'm sorry, I looked at you when I said that. They'll put them in their vagina, and then they'll use the pheromones to get a date, right? They'll put it on their neck and stuff. I was like, finally, a perfume that smells like yeast. Am I right, guys? What, am I the only one that likes sourdough here? What the fuck? Must be an Aberdeen thing, I don't know. I'm not shitting on vabbing, I like it. I want to see how the trend progresses, right? Are like the best vabbers gonna bottle their scent and sell it at Macy's and Kohl's, you know? Like this is midnight snatch for the late night catch ladies. I know one thing. Dudes would not be able to get away with penis dabbing or mushroom stamping or whatever we'd call it. No guy would be allowed in a nightclub if his neck looked like the lifeguard's nose from the movies. You're pulling back, I can feel that, that's fine, guys. We can stop talking about that now. I got a weird family, that's why I'm like this. I came from Aberdeen, I got a weird family. My favorite family member is my little nephew. He was born and raised into a religious family, and I don't even hold it against him. So for his holiday, I wanted to get him a religious Lego set. But Lego doesn't make a religious Lego set. But I'm a good uncle, I went out of my way, and I made him the one and only Passion of the Christ Lego set. And it's super realistic. He gets to build up that little Lego crucifix, gets to beat the fucking shit out of Lego Jesus and hang him on that crucifix. And that's his favorite part, because he's Jewish, guys, so. I'm Jeremiah, thanks for laughing, have a good night.
Keep it going for Jeremiah. And keep that applause going for your next comic. They're very funny. Andy Awancio.